Let's make a great stuffed turkey roast with a beautiful mushroom sauce. Let's start with the stuffing. So you need a 1/4 pound of white mushroom. You will add a carrot, a small leek, and let's process. In the large skillet, brown the vegetables in butter. You will have to cook the vegetables at least for 5 to 10 minutes before it starts to brown. Before I add 1 pound of ground pork, I want just to add a bit of salt and pepper. And the pork. As the pork is cooking, break it apart. Add 1 cup of fresh bread cubes, 1 cup of beef broth, a pinch of cinnamon, and same thing with nutmeg. Let it simmer gently for about 10 minutes or until the liquid has almost evaporated. When everything is cooked, let's turn off the heat, transfer this to a bowl, and keep it in the fridge for 2 hours. After 2 hours, the stuffing is cold enough to be worked with your 2 hands. Ask your butcher for a boned turkey breast of 4 pounds, and ask him also to keep the skin on. You want to remove the 2 fillets on each side of the breast. If you don't remove them, you won't have enough place to actually stuff your turkey. In the middle of this, I'll put my stuffing. You want to form a nice cylinder right in the middle, and you will wrap the meat around it. And to tie this roast, use some string, slide it underneath the flesh, and this is the easiest way to do. Let's start. Depending on the size of your turkey breast, you may have extra stuffing. Okay, I'll remove all the strings. And I always like to add an extra one lengthwise, so that way I'm sure the stuffing is gonna stick inside. Look at this, a beautiful turkey roast. What do we do next? Well, in a pan, I'll put a bit of butter and we'll roast this turkey. The browning is perfect. Last thing I want to do is add a bit of salt. I have preheated my oven to 375. The rack is in the bottom position of the oven. One last thing, while it cooks, because it will stay in the oven for 1.5 hours or until a thermometer insert in the center of your roast will indicate 165 Fahrenheit. You don't want to let the bottom of the pan burning. So you could add, if needed, a bit of water as it goes. So you can look at the oven, you can even turn it a couple of times while it cooks. While the turkey roast is in the oven, let's make the mushroom sauce. I'll start by chopping 2 shallots very finely, and I'll saute them in a pan with butter. Add the mushrooms to the pan and cook the shallots and the mushrooms until this starts to brown. The mushroom have browned perfectly. It's time to deglaze with a cup of white wine. The white wine has reduced by half. It's time to add 6 cups of beef broth to my pan, 1/2 cup of toasted flour. Last thing I want to add is a pinch of nutmeg. Give it a stir and then let it reduce slowly for about 30 minutes. The turkey roast is ready. Let's take it out. It's beautiful. So if you have any juice left in the bottom of your pan, you can always just add it to your sauce. I have removed all the threads. Now you can start to slice, let's say the 4 or 5 first slices. After 1/2 hour, the sauce is perfect. And what I like to do is to spoon some of it on the bottom of my serving plate. And I'll sit my roast right on it, like this. And then you can take the slices and add them to the plate, like that. A roast like this on your table with mashed potatoes, greens, and the sauce in a nice sauce boat, believe me, your family and friends will be impressed. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram.